Always get some kind of an interruption when you're doing something good. Anyway, I'm reading in the book of Joshua. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass, and in the King James, they use some far-out language, and I try to say it, but it doesn't always work. The Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now here's the Lord talking to Joshua, and he's telling him that Moses is dead. How can that be? Because everybody today, they preach when you die, you go to heaven and you be with God. You're alive. And here's God telling Joshua, Moses is dead. Well, what does this book say about you when you die? Let's take a look. Wow, look at all this stuff. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9. Now, the heading on this chapter says, like things happen to the godly and ungodly. In order to explain something like that, you have to look at something big, like maybe the towers up in New York that was hit by planes. There was good people and there was bad people in there, and the same thing happened to both of them. That's what happens all over the world, right? And this might explain some of it. Let's see, Ecclesiastes. Now that's going to be, let's see what it says in the beginning here. Solomon. Solomon was a good preacher, but he also made some mistakes. Here he is talking. For all this I considered in my heart, even to declare all this, that the righteous and the wise and their works are in the hand of God. No man knoweth either love or hatred by all that is before them. I'm not going to try to say I understand that exactly, but there's a lot of stuff in here I do understand, and you're going to hear that part. All things come alike to all. There is one event to the righteous and to the wicked, all at the same time. To the good and to the clean and to the unclean, to him that sacrificeth and to him that sacrificeth not. As is the good, so is the sinner, and he that sweareth as he that feareth an oath. All them words are saying that the same thing's going to happen to you that's going to happen to me. You're going to die, all right? Now, what's going to happen before you die? You're going to find God? You're going to listen to Him? Are you going to have the faith? Are you going to change your ways? Oh, let's look in the book a little further. Changing your ways. Let's see what else it says about that. Now, we didn't even get finished with this spot. There's the second spot. We started in Joshua. Then we went to Ecclesiastes. And now we got to go to, let's see, Let's try the Psalms. Put that in there. Look in the book of Psalms. You see, all I'm doing is sitting here, reading my Bible, talking to myself. Let's read in Psalm 119. I think there's about 150 of these Psalms. Let's read in 119. And there's a question being asked here. Remember, this is King James, so this is some crazy English. Wherewithal, it starts, or how can. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? In other words, how can you clean up your act? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. In other words, finding God and listening to Him. You want to listen to Him, all you got to do is read this book. It says it right here. Sinner comes in, he asks the question, how am I going to clean up my act? Well, you're going to do what God tells you to do. Then you straighten yourself out. Now, let's bounce back over to Ecclesiastes. And we're finding out what happens to you when you die. All right. Ecclesiastes 9. Ecclesiastes 9, and we're in the 3rd verse in chapter 9. This is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yea, all the heart of the sons of men is full of evil and madness in their heart while they live, and after that they go to the dead. It can't get any plainer than that. I'm going to read it again. A lot of the preaching today is, you die, he went home to be with the Lord. Those words are not even in this book. That's man telling you that. There is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yea, also the heart of the sons of men is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live. And after that, they go to the dead. That's the end of the life. They die. For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope. In other words, if you're still alive, you still got hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they shall die. Do you know you're going to die? But the dead know not anything. This is in the Word of God. After you die, and I'm talking about Moses over here, the Lord told Joshua, Moses, his servant, is dead, not alive with him up in heaven. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. They know nothing. Also their love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. It can't get any plainer than that, man. Can't get any plainer than that. There's proof right there in the book of Ecclesiastes that when you die, you're dead and you know nothing. No. Let's jump back over to the Psalms in 119 and verse 9. How can a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. Listening to the word of God. This is probably David writing this. Verse 10 says, with my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. You got to do what God says.